Hey guys, welcome to another episode of All American Cooking. We are cooking with friends today, outside on the Flattop, during a thunderstorm, making the best chicken bacon ranch melt sandwich thing, whatever you want to call it. It's unbelievable, super easy, so let's get right into it. We begin with 1 pound of bacon. I like to cut it in half first and then cut about half-inch slices all the way through. This works best with a really sharp knife. If you don't have a really sharp knife, throw your bacon in the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. It'll be a little stiffer and easier to chop. Next, we have boneless, skinless chicken breast. I usually prefer thighs, but this is what my neighbor brought to me to use for his cookout. So that's what we're using. It was a family pack. I think there were 4 or 5 good-sized breasts in there. That really came out wrong. Anyway, we're just going to cut these into small bite-sized pieces. For the seasoning, I kept it really simple. I've got this garlic J-pepper mix. It's kind of a ranch with a little bit of kick and a little bit of garlic. So I went about a 1/4 cup or so based on how much chicken I had. I did wind up adding a little bit of oil because it got really dry. It's very powdery. Just mix it around with your hands till everything's well coated. My buddy insisted on seasoning the bacon, so I gave it my favorite tricolored peppercorns. The pit boss has been heating up on low with the lid closed for the past 10 to 15 minutes. I lifted the lid, I cranked the heat up to medium on all 3 burners, hit it with a little oil. Now we add our chicken on one side, and we will add our bacon on the other side. So now all we need to do is we need to break up these piles and try to get everything spread out evenly for a nice even cook. And that was a little more difficult than normal to do because, again, this is a nonstick surface, which I'm not used to. So I couldn't use my metal utensils. I had to use these flimsier utensils. So it took a little practice. It took a little getting used to, but eventually we got where we needed to be to spread everything out so that it cooks nice and even. And now for the next 10 to 15 minutes with our burners on medium, we're just cooking some chicken and bacon. Eventually I got the bacon and the chicken to combine over on one side, get everybody to know each other, mixed in some of that bacon grease with that chicken, and then wound up scraping some of that grease away because it left a nice big pile of grease. But all the flavor is there. Important thing to remember when you're cooking on a flat top is know your temperature zones. I've got 3 burners on this, so I've got the middle and the right one on low, the left one on medium low. I'm going to move everything over to the right side so that I can close the lid and just let it cook. And while your chicken and bacon is cooking, this is as good a time as any to prepare your bread. Instead of using butter or mayonnaise or any other kind of fat to grill my bread, it's Chicken Bacon Ranch, so why not use ranch dressing? Oh yeah, we're just gonna slather some ranch dressing on there, spread it around with a spatula, and we're gonna griddle it with ranch dressing. You're gonna love this. And now I've switched spots. Everything is on low except the far right burner is on medium so that I could grill the bread. Just place the bread cut side down. Yes, we are grilling it with ranch. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me on this one, okay? Just trust me. It's amazing. And when you realize you don't have enough room to put everything that way, hey, guess what? Sometimes we got to turn our buns, we got to improvise, we got to make it fit. Now we are grilling bread. And remember, it's not just ranch dressing. There was also a good amount of bacon grease there, so you know these grilled buns are going to be absolutely epic. So now I've created 3 piles for my 3 buns, about sandwich size, and we're going to go ahead and top them with some cheese. Now, since my neighbor supplied all the ingredients and the cooker, and I just supplied the cooking, I'm using the pepper jack cheese that he brought over. Any cheese will do, provolone, mozzarella. My preference would have been Monterey Jack. As long as you got good melty cheese, just put it on, close it up, and when we lift it up, look at this beautiful thing that we've got going in. Now, this is not the easiest part in the world to do. With my metal spatula, I felt like it would be a lot easier, but it wasn't. So it didn't come on all in one scoop like I was hoping. Either way, we got the sandwich made, and that's all that matters. And to finish our sandwich assembly, I just drizzled some ranch dressing, topped it with some chopped green onions and some chopped fresh parsley. Et voila, our beautiful sandwich is done. Chicken Bacon Ranch on the flat top. That is a Teflon coated flat top, so I had to use the non-metal utensils. Made it a challenge, but the consensus is that it came out great, but of course, you know, I gotta find out for myself. So, let's take a bite of this beautiful. Look at that. Cheers. Don't eat boring food. That, wow. That seasoning on the chicken. Is it just enough heat? Bacon, obviously. Bacon grease. Oh man. That is a beautiful thing. Thanks for watching. Don't eat boring food and don't cook boring food, especially when you're cooking for friends. We'll catch you next time. All American Cooking.